can't hear you. You are coming off really softly. I'm really loud.
Check 1 2. Can you hear me?
I can't hear you. Can you hear me? Oh, are we? Did you? Wait. Is the power cable in?
Check 1 2.
Testing. Oh, can you talk again?
Say that again.
Say something again.
Check 1 2.
Test, test. Can you hear me?
Oh yeah, yeah. Check 1 2. I like it. Can you talk here?
Test, test, test. Watermelon, water. What?
Oh, hi. Regional Diplets.
Hmm.
Gonna have to tear
Wait,
key apart
yours
legs.
just went.
Yes, hauled
S-
some
do
extra
s-
diplets.
This is you.
No, but the other side, whatever you just did, the other side. Yeah, it just went again.
That's not a good thing because that means
Oh, here, I've got something else right in.
they can hear us.
That's cool.
So they can hear us. We can't hear ourselves. That's good.
One of the world's greatest.
Have to like many of us like
No
this.
problem. Thank you. Also, man, always
Test 1 2. Test test test.
I can hear you.
Can you hear me?
I can hear you.
Okay. Test. All right. I just won't be able to hear myself. It went out.
Are you sure?
Yeah. Okay. So we are back. Having some technical difficulties here. My headset went out, so I'm using a handheld microphone. So let me know if I'm too loud. I'm glad you can hear me. My headset was out though. I can't hear myself. Anyway, we are back here. Let's get back on track. These two players are getting in it here. We've seen John Keyton play already. Same list we saw earlier today. Captain Yorr, Quickdraw, and the Inquisitor versus Jack Simmons. We saw him in some bonus coverage here. I wanted to give him a full game. Dash Poe, Lone Wolf Dash, and a Regen Advanced Optics Poe. I want to let you guys know that round 5 of Swiss is brought to you by Kingwood Hobbies. Kingwood Hobbies sells new X-Wing and Destiny product as low as possible. Even a penny cheaper, and Mickey Mouse himself will be knocking on his door. Kingwood also buys and sells used products at a competitive rate. Kingwood Hobbies, buy and sell here. And you can use the PAX GSP promo code to get an extra 5% off. Like, they're selling Resistance bombers. I think it was something like $29.99.
And Dion, a pretty big part. So it is spelled PAXGSP is the
Yes.
coupon code.
Yes, and I will put that in the chat here.
And they're actually selling singles as well. So if you have friends around or anything, the team at Kingwood actually let me know they have harpoons available. So if you're looking for that, if you're looking for some harpoons to play around with, or if you have other singles that you're looking for, Kingwood is definitely selling them, including alt arts. And that promo code gets 5% off everything. And oh, real quick, my name's Peter Fu, and for Dion right now, I'm Dion Morales, and this is the 5th round of the PAX South System Open.
Yep, and we are here. Thank you to Cascade for making us the exclusive streamer for the San Antonio System Open. And thank you to Brent Wong, our marshal, and also our floor judges, Mark Sebo, Gene Hogel, and Bobby Vowles. So let's get into the action here real quick. We already have trading some shots. We have Poe and Quickdraw are engaged. Looks like this is the shuttle going at so this is the Inquisitor going at Dash. Oh, I got to let them know that they don't need to roll on the blue because the dice camera is not on.
Yeah.
I will be right back.
Okay. Something really fun about this opening engagement is you saw that So you saw John set up in that traditional Duncan Howard style, but then he peeled really strong off with the Inquisitor to come around into Dash. Oh, they're sold out of harpoons. That's unfortunate because I know he was selling everything for pretty cheap, so I'm not surprised that stocks are running low. And real quick, one of our primary goals today is to take a more journalistic approach for the broadcast of premier X-Wing events. In terms of changes, the front of the house, you'll see numerous updates to our UI, consistency in the format from match to match, and some dedicated team members into trying to make sure that what you see on screen is reflective of the actual game state. This also means that we'll be trying to respect that fourth wall, and that in turn we won't be really getting involved in direct judge calls unless the judge or unless the marshal Brent asks us directly for instant replay request. In any event, we've been having a lot of fun today so far. We haven't had any irregularities occur with dice or dials or bumping or anything like that, so we've been really, really lucky in that respect.
Alrighty, so I updated the damage here. Poe has No shields. Excuse me. He has no shields, so was able to strip all 3 of those guys. But he's got regen. He'll be able to get in a spot here. Now, we do have 2 PS11s here. We do have to see who moves first so we can assign the initiative token. And we'll do that as soon as we see them move.
Dion, do you think the Inquisitor is going to purposely put himself right and park himself in front of that dash at range 2?
I mean, Dash throws a lot of dice. Dash throws a lot of dice, and I mean, Quickdraw doesn't want anything to do with 4 dice. Especially basically target lock focus.
But that pose in quite a bit of trouble. Just in terms of angles and arc. Oh, that pose in quite a bit of trouble, Dion. Just in terms of angle of placement with the Lambda and that Inquisitor coming in.
Yeah, well, so because all right, here's a 1 hard. So that's a red maneuver. So he's trying to get the careful there. Trying to get a block here on Poe and leverage that back arc. So here's Poe. I'm assuming maybe it's just a 1 bank. Yep. He's going to be right. Oh, man. Careful, guys. He's going to be right in that arc. He's going to be regenning a shield because that's Poe, and that's what he does. Regens 1 shield. He clears the maneuver, so he's going to get a range 1 shot at Yorr unless he tries to boost out, which I think he'll have it. There we go. Nice marking. Good boost. So Jack's advantage here is the fact that he is able to move after Quickdraw at PS11. So that's going to help him with being able to decide his actions. Advanced Optics has proven to be a great card. Just being able to hold on to your focus, especially for Poe, is fantastic. So Dash is popping countermeasures here to make sure that he has some extra dice. So let's get that crossed off. Now here's Quickdraw, 3 dice, target lock, only 1 hit. Gets the evade.
Yeah, that's not ideal.
So Jack moves with his dice really quickly, so we're going to do our best to track it. All right, 2 hits. Spends the focus and gets 2 evades. All right, Dash gets out of that. He had 1 more. Alrighty. So
Lambda. Nope, but he's just measuring.
I mean, he hasn't taken any damage. I think you go on Quickdraw here.
Yeah.
We're not sure who the target is. He didn't clearly point it out. Looks like it's Quickdraw. That's 4 hits. Using Palpatine for an evade. And lightweight frame. No evade token there. She's going to take a shield. This is what Quickdraw wants. 1 shield at a time, making sure that he's able to leverage his ability.
That looks like a much better result for Jack.
Yep, 2 hits and evades it. I mean, 3 dice plus focus on Dash. I mean, he's the countermeasures turn is really hard to get damage on him. And here's a Lambda. Lone Wolf. I think he takes 1 shield there from Dash. The one to do the damage was a Lambda.
I can't believe that. It's a lot of guns firing at that thing, and it's a pretty evasive Dash.
Alrighty, let's put up the initiative token now. Oh, that action is it's exciting. We are in planning. There it is. So John Keyton has initiative. He has to move the quick draw first. Now, Inquisitor, it's interesting looking at John Keyton's placement. This is actually the exact same opening that he used last time.
Exact same.
So,
But he came out a bit stronger with the Inquisitor this time. The placement was as strong, but the Inquisitor movement was a little more aggressive, a little more firm.
Yep, and just for game state purposes, the stress token there by the Lambda is for the Lambda, not for Poe. Poe is not stressed. So we're waiting here on waiting on dials. Looks like we're just still deciding on quick draw. Quick draw wants to get in a good spot to make sure you can leverage the ability. You got to remember Yorr can pull off that stress, but I think you would be tempted to possibly do a sloop here.
That was what I was thinking. I just don't know. Like it almost feels like it's too good to be true, his positioning, because that means that dash is going to be in a pretty massive kill box between all three Imperial ships.
Especially with all of Dash's tricks are used up, right? His countermeasures is gone. He's still gonna have focus on Rey, but we had some technical difficulties in the beginning of this round. Let's take a chance to do this now. Let's do our round predictions. Let's give a 1 if you think John Keyton's going to take it home, and let's get a 2 if you think Jack Simmons will win it for the Rebellion. Alrighty. So most likely, all right, so we're split right now. Most likely we're going to see the Lambda bump into quick draw. Poe is in a really good spot right now to 2-turn boost if needed and approach the Inquisitor. But I wouldn't be surprised to see the 2-turn. All right, Dash just a 1-turn. He's going to take a range 1 shot from the Lambda. That's no joke. All right, he's barrel rolling out.
Dion, we're pretty split right now.
Yeah.
My count is 11 in favor. I'm sorry. Excuse me. 14 in favor of John, and 12 in favor of Jack.
All right, Inquisitor takes a turn in. He's going to have a actual range 1 shot on Dash, which is what John has to do. He has to get inside that bubble. He calls the barrel roll. Dash is not happy about this.
Ooh, that's a lot of pain. Dash is going to go to Pain Town.
There's a
2-turn.
You know, I thought they were both going to sloop. I thought the quick draw was going to sloop, and I thought the Poe was going to
do the talon roll. Talon roll would have been nice here, because he would have had a shot right into the side of quick draw. The extra problem here is that Dash is not in a good spot to take extra shots.
Yeah. And Dash's only real shot is on the Lambda, which John's happy with.
So here we go. This is quick draw into Dash. We're going to get
pain.
3 hits.
Yeah, that's pain.
1 evade. Takes 2. Here is Poe into the Inquisitor. 2 hits. Spends the evade.
And
He's fine. Yeah, Jack doesn't like seeing that.
Now the ink back at the Dash. Spends the target lock. and that is Paint City. That is no paint. That's 3 damage.
That looks like it might be hit crit.
I'll go. Well,
I'll go take a
yeah,
look.
no, I'll go. I got it.
Okay.
Because that is a crit.
All right, so we're going to get 4 hits on the Lambda. The Lambda throws an evade. So it's going to be taking 2. And here's the Lambda into dash for hit crit. And the Lambda, oh man, dash is taking a lot of damage. He might be dead.
We're looking at structural damage.
So minus agility by 1. Can we get? We just need a whole damage update because they rolled the dice so fast.
Okay.
Yeah. And how many focus do we have on Ray? That's the other question. So we have 50 minutes left in the round. Dash is not in a good spot. He's really going to need to disengage. John has successfully flanked with the Inquisitor. Has done everything he needed to do. And yeah, I think you have to try to get a block here. Man. Yeah, it's a tough spot.
Dash is at 1 hull.
Dash is at 1. I had a feeling. I know it didn't have much left.
Thrust control fire and structural damage with the crits. Really great piece of sportsmanship, though. No one could have caught it because we don't have audio over there, and we don't have a good shot at their dice.
Right.
Or, I'm sorry, their shields. Jack forgot to put a shield on Poe for the regen Poe.
Okay.
Called himself out on it, and John said, "Don't worry about it. Throw on the shield. I know what you wanted to do. I knew what your intention was."
Okay.
Great piece of sportsmanship.
So that means Poe is on 2 shields or 3?
3.
It's on 3. Okay.
So that's a pretty gentlemanly move, especially since we're in round 5.
But I do have to say, in the name of competition, you also can't expect your opponent to do that.
No.
I mean, it's nice. It's nice. But you're not a bad guy. Got to look at the other side of it, too, right?
Yeah.
You're not a bad guy if you tell your opponent, sorry, you missed opportunity. I know some people don't like it, but it happens. You got to be aware of that. You can't be mad at people for following the rules.
Yeah.
But yes, agreed. Good.
Absolutely.
Good. It's not bad sportsmanship to not let your opponent do things they forgot.
Mm-hmm. But John's representing the Birmingham Barons really nicely today. He's been on stream twice. He's obviously a very nice guy and a great player. And I like when stuff like that happens. I hate when people say fly casual, but I love when they just do it without saying, "Look at me, I'm trying to be cool."
Right. So we're looking at Poe here. Poe knows that his partner here he's probably going to die this turn.
Mm-hmm.
Most likely, even the Lambda will get a shot on him because with the Lambda, you do a 1 bank. Quick draw, you try to cover. Maybe quick draw even just does a 1 forward. It's probably bumps, but that's fine. Like you're covering that other sector. And then you have the Inquisitor turn 1. If you really want a quick get dash, but we do have to take Poe into account. Poe's got some work to do. But you know what, though? With regen, with the fact that he's got regen, if Jack plays patiently, it could swing his way really fast.
And, I mean, yours at 1 hull.
Is that right?
I'm just looking at the screen.
No, that's not right.
Yeah, Dash is at 1
It's
hull.
dash.
But in any event, Dash can still play a bit of a well, we'll see. If he wanted to be super aggressive, he might take a longer bank and try to block that Inquisitor from really having any effective movement. in that event, assuming that he rolls really well against Quickdraw, he might be able to knock off a couple shields into the Lambda before.
So here's the predicted one bank. We were pretty sure that was going to happen. Starts to tilt that arc a little bit. And maybe for some newer players who might be watching the stream, you put down the train tracks. That's what a lot of people call them here, and you line up the front and the back guides on the path of the templates. And a lot of times it's just easier to leave the templates under there until other things move out of the way. So we're going one hard to the right. Here come out the train tracks again. And
interesting. So he's more afraid of the Quickdraw shot than he is of the Inquisitor shot, even though doing this ensures the Lambda is going to probably have a land a kill shot.
Oh, dash. All right, so he gets to block on the Inquisitor. If he can block Quickdraw, here's the sad thing though, right? He'll delay the inevitable because the Lambda's still going to get a range one shot.
Yeah, exactly.
And he'll pop a crit in there. Did he get him? Quick draw is going through.
Oh, that is YOLO.
That's YOLO, but you know what? Yorr is going to allow him to pull 2 of the stress off. Both of them.
Yeah, he still has to roll for the crit, right?
Yes, he does. So
And
still in range 2.
These are the situations where the dice gods love giving you a crit.
You know what, though? That's not horrible because you can just trigger your shield. That's fine. You know what's kind of funny, though? If, let's say, Dash had a shot here, it would have been beneficial just to, like, palp a crit on yourself, and then you take the shot on Dash, kill him so that Dash never gets a shoot. Didn't happen, but here we go. Poe's into position. He's going to try to take a good shot here. 4 dice.
It's a lot of pain.
That's a lot of pain. Structural damage. That means Poe is... No, excuse me, not Poe. Dash is off the board.
In Pain Town.
Now, Poe is 43 points right now. Jack's win condition. No, you got to roll better than that. Come on. There we go. He Poe's it. 3 hits. Palping and evade. And
it.
that's 3 evades. Oh, man. Jack really needed to get some damage here. But the win condition here is for Jack to kill Quickdraw and the Inquisitor, or Quickdraw and Yorr. Like, he needs to kill 2 ships and then just survive. So here we go. This is a range 2 shot and nothing there. Wow. This progressed really fast as well. I do agree, like you were saying, what happened at PAX Philadelphia. People are playing really aggressively.
And speaking of PAX Philadelphia, Cascade Games runs all of the PAX events, and in fact is running all of the system opens for FFG.
In the United States.
In the United States. They are the official FFG provider of these major events. So not only is it X-Wing, but it's also for the Galactic Qualifiers in Star Wars Destiny and the Kotais for L5R. Along with negotiating such a great deal, Cascade Games they're also great people, led by Steve Cameron, who gave us the exclusive rights to stream this premiere event at PAX South. We're really happy to be able to work with Steve and Cascade Games. They've been nothing but great people to us, and it's our hope in the future that we're able to continue this working relationship so we can continue to bring you, the listener, these types of premiere events on stream.
So looking at some options here, Poe has his focus. Poe has his focus. Yeah, that shuttle is going right where Poe would do a K-turn.
I love that. I love that shuttle play. I love the shuttle, honestly. Just I remember right before I think Jump Masters came out, I was on the 3 Lambda Soonterfell list.
Yep.
It was just so much fun.
So the 3 forward isn't quite long enough to get the Inquisitor out of there. I wonder if that's a mistake by John or that's something planned. I think it was a mistake. Because the 4 forward would have cleared and the 1 hard would have been good. What does Poe do? Has the 4K. So John calls it with the Lambda. He'll be able to get a shot there. This is a good opportunity to stick some damage into Quickdraw if he can. I know that it's tempting. Palp plus advanced optics. We'll know by how many dice he throws. So it looks like it's a range 1 shot. We're pulling for 4 hits. Palpatine and evade. This is against Quickdraw.
Oh, wow.
Takes 1 shield. You know what, though? At least Quickdraw does not have a shot. So it helps.
Yeah, but that is some... That's why we love the Emperor. Interesting move on the Inquisitor. I'm not sure it was a bad move. I think it was a good read, but bad outcome.
I think when he was trying to leapfrog the Lambda, but when the Lambda is at a 45-degree angle, it's longer, right? So he had to do a 4 forward to clear it there. So Quickdraw is still engaged here. Oh, thank you, Jack, for fixing that model. That looks so much better.
Where do we want to go? Do we want the shuttle to just kind of stay still here? Or should the shuttle try to set up a block? The 2 bank gets him to possible block territory. But staying still might get him a equally tasty shot on Poe.
I don't think he'll have a shot on Poe this turn. I think no matter what he does, I would self bump.
Yeah, I think the self bump move is, well, yeah. I kind of want to go for the tasty shot on Poe, as opposed to the bump, because either if he doesn't bump, all right, or if he doesn't get the tasty shot, that means he's still chasing Poe from behind with a Lambda, and that's a good position to be in if you're the Lambda.
Yeah, absolutely. And yes, I saw somebody ask there. This round is sponsored by Kingwood Hobbies. They sell new and used X-Wing and Destiny at literally bottom basement prices. I was talking to the owner, and he pretty much said, he's like, I am selling them at the lowest legal price possible for new ships, and for his used ships, they can't do anything about. So he puts those even cheaper. I mean, it's great prices. He's even got singles, so you need those harpoon missiles. Go and get them, and you can get an additional 5% off your order by using the PAXGSP promo code at checkout. That's PAXGSP promo code for an extra 5% off.
And something fun about the Kingwood Hobbies, when he says he's selling them at that legally the least amount he can, he's talking about the FFG Asmodee ban
agreements,
on non brick-and-mortar shops and on brick-and-mortar shops on what they're allowed to sell. Because for a while, Miniature Market and Cool Stuff Inc. were undercutting a lot of their competition, and it made a lot of local game stores unhappy, to the point where Miniature Market had to go make their own brick-and-mortar shop.
Yep.
And from what Rich Sue was telling me yesterday, that the Miniature Market store in St. Louis is a pretty awesome place to be. So out of legal agreements do come good things sometimes. It is Kingwood. Kingwood is on site, so if you have friends, I would recommend two things. If you have friends on site, I would recommend you have them stop at the booth. Use that PAX GSP discount code and have them buy you something so you can bring it back. Or you can try to buy something online and see if someone can pick it up for you while you're here. Because we really
save
do
on that shipping.
Yeah. I'm trying to save you on shipping costs, basically, and also to ensure that you do get that PAX GSP 5% off.
Yeah, and you know what? And the shipping costs are actually really low. I was looking at it. I was looking at like a BSF bomber, and the shipping was like $4.
Yeah.
It was nothing. But let's get back into our action here. The Inquisitor does a K-turn. He is in position here. He's threatening Poe. He is able to pass the stress token to Yorr, and then pushes the limit to take the other stress. He keeps that one in order to free up Captain Yorr to make sure that he has enough space to start stripping some of those.
Because we all know that the quick draw is going to sloop next turn against the rock.
No doubt.
And Poe's going to have all 3 Imperial ships chasing him from behind. Scary, scary place to be.
Absolutely. I mean, hopefully Poe did not do a 1 forward here, because that's going to be a bad day. Oh.
Oh, and we get the tasty lambda shot. I'm going to be, they should really be a little more careful about how they're doing that bump, because I think it could be in range 1 of the lambda.
Yeah. So we're looking here.
Well, it's range 2 for the Poe onto
range 2 for Poe, yeah.
But range 1 for the lambda. And I'm sorry, folks at home. It probably looks a lot closer to us because of the angle, but what they're doing right now, they're not measuring for range, they're measuring for arc. And they've agreed that there is arc.
2 dice, he throws 1 evade, he's going to take 1 shield off. And here's the lambda, 4 dice back. Oh, I guess it's range 2 from him as well.
Interesting. I could have sworn that was range 1, but it's all right. Poe pose 1, and then
it's going to be taking 1. But that gets back the shield. He would have regen, so he's fine. He's back. He's at 2.
Yeah. More dice.
That was the lambda. It was the Inquisitor first.
You're right.
I'm going to go double check damage. I'll be right back.
Okay. Sounds good. And while Dion's checking the damage, it's I gotta remind everyone we're at about 7.5 hours in on play. We all love playing X-Wing. Sometimes it's not as fun to play for so long. It's 6:14 Central Standard Time, so it's starting to get later. We started around 10 a.m. today, and you know we're out here hanging with friends, so people are out. Probably out pretty late last night as well. So we're already starting to see some yawns, and I don't think in some tired play. So this is where practice and stamina really plays key. And this is one of those things that Jeremy Howard was so great at. I've gotten the opportunity to talk to Jeremy a bunch of times, and I know he gets a lot of flack online, but he's a really nice person in person. And he likes telling us about his times because he works for UPS as a manager, and he's up all night all the time. So when we're getting into round 5 and 6, that's when Jeremy shines. And right now we're starting to see the early birds against the late night owls.
That's right.
The night owls are starting to get that edge.
So all of our damage is up to date. Poe was at full shields and then only took 1 in that attack. Only taking 1 shield in that volley is a huge deal. And yeah, he only took 1. So that gives Poe a great win condition here, or at least an opportunity here. So,
Dion, I think people need to understand when they come on stream,
Uh-huh.
they're going to have some ridiculous dice results.
Yeah.
Just every round.
I mean, it happens. It swings back and forth. But here's the thing. Poe, with his advanced optics, is great because even though he bumped, he had a focus. So those 2 dice plus R2D2 mitigating a damage from the turn before. I mean, it's a big deal. So we're revealing dials here, and it looks like the Lambda is.
Might as well be Poe optics.
The Lambda is going a 2 forward. He has collision detector, so he doesn't have to roll the dice. I mean, he could for funsies if he wants. He does take an extra stress, though.
Now this Poe is in a bit of a pickle. I don't know if I would have gone there with the Lambda. Maybe it would have just caused a block with the 2 bank, because the 2 bank is a green, right, on the Lambda?
I don't think it is. I think it's white.
What's the?
I think there's just 1 banked, 1 forward.
Okay.
Can somebody confirm that? What are the greens on a Lambda class shuttle? So here's a sloop that Peter called last turn. I mean, he's casting this wide net. He said, all right, Poe, where are you going to go that's not in my arc? The Inquisitor is turned in as well. Poe needs to find a spot here. Maybe start. I mean, he wants to regen. The 3 forward is regen. That's as fast as he can go.
And just while we're talking about it, and I just thought about it, Jack Simmons is actually from Denton, Texas. He asked me to say hi to his girlfriend, Sarah, who's watching at home.
Hi, Sarah.
So, hi, Sarah. And, Sarah, I want you to know your boyfriend is doing an awesome job today on stream. We actually caught a bit of his game last round where he played a incredibly mentally taxing match against a Nim and Miranda.
A Nim Miranda build, yep.
That probably means nothing to you, but just know that it's not a very fun thing to play when you're tired.
Yep, so it's 2 hits coming in from Quickdraw. And through the rock at range 3, Poe's fine. He's like, I'm okay. I got auto thrusters. I got 4 dice. He is working. He's like, I need to take out this shuttle. 3 hits. That all gets through. Looks like hit crit.
That looks like a lot of pain.
So we got to find out what that crit is in a moment.
Do you remember if Jack won last round against the Nim? He killed the Nim, right? Or no, he got blown up by the Nim. He
got blown up right at the end.
Yeah. So Sarah and everyone listening back at home in Denton, Texas, Jack is coming from a really, really close loss, and this is a pretty important match for him. And
Yorr, it was thrust control fire.
Thrust control fire. So Poe took a stress. I mean, sorry, Yorr took another stress.
That is huge. That is huge now, because that's 2 turns until Lambda can start pulling stress.
No, he could take 1 more. He can do a green next turn and pull 1 more, because you can.
I think it's 3 max.
Yeah.
Is it 3 max? Let's look at the
I think yours
card text. When another friendly ship at range 1 to 2 would receive a stress token, 2 or fewer. You're right. 3 is the top.
Yeah. So that is that's probably the worst crit. Oh no. Yeah.
It's a bad one for Yorr.
I take the blinded pilot too, because what's he gonna do at this point?
Right.
Yorr can't get around.
Well, what this takes away from what it takes away from John is the ability to do maneuvers that you normally wouldn't do. He can't come barreling through that debris.
Nope. So Inquisitor's highly limited now. Inquisitor has to take that 1 heart in, which means John knows where that Inquisitor is going to be, and Jack knows where that Inquisitor is going to be.
Yep.
And can plan accordingly.
Yep. And the reason I think Jack is making a correct decision here. If he takes out Palpatine, he's going to have a much easier time putting through damage on Quickdraw. I think that's his plan here, because if you get an Inquisitor versus Poe endgame, the Inquisitor can do some damage, but because Poe is PS11, he can try to do some arc dodging.
And he's got pop ticks on. So.
Right. Yeah, he's got advanced optics.
Well, the good news is the Lambda is probably going to do a 1 bank to clear a stress anyway.
Correct, yeah.
The bad news is he can't.
For 2 turns, yep.
Because even if he clears it, that Poe is going to be long gone. So assuming that the Lambda takes a strategy where he's trying to clear stress.
Yep.
He's going to wind up probably near the bottom asteroid towards the Gold Squadron podcast signage.
Mm-hmm.
And Poe's going to be probably somewhere around that topmost debris field, fighting it out with Quickdraw.
Oh, look at this. Look at this. He is going for a block here.
Double or single stress.
It'll be
sorry.
single stress because that was a green. He'll roll the dice here. That's a focus.
Why did he just give himself? No, it is.
Oh, you're right. That's a white maneuver
Yeah,
on,
yeah.
on the TIE Advanced prototype. You're right. So, still going for the YOLO move. And he is trying to take this Poe out. He's assuming that he'll be able to get him. If Jack did a 3 forward here, I think he might clear. Oh, but look, he's reading it. He's covering it.
Oh,
That's a
God.
great barrel roll. That's a great barrel roll. He's like, there is nowhere you can go where you can regen and be safe.
John Keyton, ladies and gentlemen. John Keyton. He drove here for 18 hours for a reason, and homie don't play. He clears
He
it.
did the 3 forward. Did it clear?
Yeah. No. Yeah, it did clear.
That's
Now-
impressive.
Now that Poe barrel rolls and lights up the quick draw.
He can't barrel roll. He's an X-wing. He's got R2-D2.
Oh. Never mind. Junk.
Yeah, he's going to go for the boost. So that's the right choice. If you're touching if your front of your ship is touching a small base ship at any angle, you can always one bank over it. So gets out of arc, lives to fight another day.
Yeah, and that Lambda's going to get taken to Pound Town next turn.
Yeah, I probably expect Poe to do a 2 hard here and try to see if he can catch the Lambda.
All right, Sarah. Jack's in a pretty good spot again. Sorry, that's Sarah isn't Jack's girlfriend, not my fiance.
Poe is at full shields now because of the regen. We're probably expecting Quickdraw to do a sloop here, try to re-engage. I mean, he has to keep the pressure on with Quickdraw.
Do you think Quickdraw can keep the pressure just by turning in hard?
No, because he doesn't have the room to turn and barrel roll. We got the debris there.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, he can use the back arc, but you're not going to put in meaningful damage with the back arc. If you start using the back arc, you're playing into Jack's win condition, because Jack's like, it's fine, I'll just regen, and you do 1 damage a turn. This is fine. He takes out the shuttle, he takes out Quickdraw, and wins the game.
Oh, that poor shuttle.
Alrighty, so the Lambda shuttle does just the 1 forward. He's clearing that stress. Inquisitor disengaging for a turn. He's creating some space. I mean, he's double stressed. He needs to take a turn off here.
Now, my favorite ship is the Inquisitor, and I think the
This
ship
is actually really surprising me here. This 1 turn.
yeah, that's what I thought he was going to do.
That's, well, I mean, if Jack does the 2-turn boost, he's gonna get the Lambda shuttle in arc, and that is outside of range 2. So Quickdraw is stressed.
I agree. But what happens here, though, Dion, is
There he goes.
he's conceding the shuttle, which he couldn't save no matter what, to set up a kill box on Poe. Poe is going to get there's only so much Poe can run in this corner by the Gold Squadron podcast signage.
Right.
So here we're going to see the Inquisitor probably do a 1 hard in to clear the stress, and we're going to see Quickdraw eat the debris to come in, setting up 2 pretty massive shots in this next 2 rounds.
Well, that's if it matters, because it only took 1 turn for him to take out the Lambda. So now Poe is in a fine position to be able to just engage these guys. No more Yorr antics. John needs to make sure that he engages Poe soon. But it's interesting, right? Because John can't go too aggressive because he's technically up on points right now.
Yeah.
Jack's got the regen. Poe is at full. We're going to see a too hard to the right from Poe. Dials were down really fast this round. Inquisitor's bringing it around town.
Because they both knew what each other was going to do. So John's going to try to set up this kill box. And what Jack is going to try to do, Jack's going to concede. Jack might try to concede this initial shot, this next shot by the Inquisitor. I mean, sorry, by the
Quick draw. Yep.
Because the quick draw is not going to really have any modifications outside of a target lock. And because of the Black 1 title on Poe, he's probably going to shed the target lock from the quick draw anyway. And what the Poe's going to want to do, he's going to come in and try to fight that. Yep, exactly. He's going to come in and try to fight that Inquisitor on that by that rock.
He did a talent roll. He's going after quick draw.
Holy goodness.
Yeah, that's the right choice. That is absolutely the right choice. You try to get rid of that shield. That is 3 hits. Range 2, no doubt.
Wow, that is some super
that's the
aggression.
That was the right choice. You're not gonna hit. You're not gonna hit Inquisitor.
Oh.
So we got 3 dice. Why did we re-roll dice? Maybe he just set the dice down in 3 hits. Maybe that's what it was. All right, so no damage there on quick draw. I got excited.
These guys are snap dialing because they know. Well, I don't know why. Actually, I do know why John Keyton's snap dialing, and that's because he plays with Andrew Knuckles, and Andrew is a very great guy. When I played Andrew at the North American Championships this year, we were in cuts, and I was clearly going to lose, and Andrew just started snap dialing so I'd have a chance at least to come back.
Alrighty. I want to say, if you ever come out to a premiere event, I know there's a lot of people who play X-Wing who some people are afraid to come to premiere events. I'm going to tell you, you make a lot of good friends. You'll start seeing a lot of the same faces. And one of my favorite things about these events is seeing my friends. It's good times.
One of my favorite things, Dion,
yes,
is seeing you.
Oh, love it. All right, so quick draw, 1 banking here. Probably barrel rolls to no barrel roll because he is stressed still. Oh man, this is going to be a range 1 shot from Poe. So yeah, quick draw is going to eat 1 here. Uncontested shot here. That's 4 dice. Target lock. Those are 4 hits.
Goodness.
He is debating.
Did he spend it?
I think he spent it.
He spent the Poe?
Yep.
But he's got an Inquisitor shot coming up on his rear.
Did he spend the Poe? What?
He had to,
the focus is right there.
Maybe they just forgot to clear it because.
There it is.
Yeah, he spent it. Oh.
Here's an Inquisitor. He's like, I got guns too.
Oh wait, let's see if it makes him pay. He does make him pay.
Oh, 3 get through there. But you know what? That's just shields.
Yeah, that's just shields. But he does make him pay.
So let's upgrade. Or let's change some of this stuff. So he's on 1.
Yeah.
Quick draw is on 1 hull. Thank you to our sideline reporter, Andrew Knuckles.
I do what I can.
John Keyton is from the Birmingham Barons. He braved the 18-hour drive, 14-hour drive with that entire crew. John's made suboptimal plays, but they haven't been the worst. What the quick draw move there was maybe it's stamina. Everyone's tired. He might have thought he got the bump there with that kind of play, and I don't blame for him at all.
Well, in his overall planning, he really thought he was in range 2 earlier of Yorr to get that stress off, because right now that turn he would have not had any stress.
Yes.
So if he's planning a couple turns ahead, which I'm assuming he is, You know, he's fine. So here's Poe. He does his 3. He re-ups the focus.
And I mean, we're just talking, and I'm already starting to get tired.
Yeah.
So
Inquisitor has a shot here.
Quizzy.
I think that's going to get a hole in. Or 2. There might be a hit crit in there.
I see cards moving.
Because he regened a shield. He's going to be losing at least 1 shield.
And that top symbol looks like a focus. No, it's not a focus. We are in one hull, right?
Blinded pilot.
Blinded pilot.
So it's a shield and blinded.
Oh.
Well, shield hit crit.
Okay, so he's got only 1 left. Okay.
Quizzy's about to. The hero of the
The Empire. Well, see, I think Jack's mistake is he should have boosted. He's got 2 left. Okay. He should have boosted to just be out of range. He should have boosted. Like, I know that Poe's like, I need my focus back, but that wasn't the turn to do it. Because next turn you can get the obstruction and the focus.
And I would have taken the boost also for purposes of moving this turn.
Yeah.
This turn now, even though
Yeah, no, he's stuck now. He's going to be stuck in this corner. The Inquisitor's going to track him down. I think if John ends up winning this game, Jack, when he comes and looks at this game tape, he's going to look at this turn. And this is the turn that will lose him the game if he loses. The boost was the right choice there. Oh, it's tough to see something like that.
I hope people don't use these to review themselves. But
I do.
You do?
Yeah, all the time.
Oh. Well, then I'm glad I only say good things about people.
Yeah, I mean, if there's video of you, I 100% recommend you watching it. Absolutely. You learn so much.
Hot cops are fun, and one of the nice hot cops I've gotten were the ones from the crates.
This is correct. Quickdraw forgot to shoot last turn.
Oh.
I mean, maybe it's out of range, but it looks in range to me. That's close.
Well, wasn't the Inquisitor shot range 2? Yeah, Inquisitor shot was range 2, because Poe only rolled 2 dice.
Well, it doesn't matter because I'm Inquisitor. It's range 1. So he gets 2 dice anyway.
Speaking of
yeah.
unforced errors.
It's okay. Yeah, Quickdraw is going to do a real casual. I mean, Quickdraw's just getting out. He's bailing. He's like, I'm done with this. Quick Inquisitor, take care of this. Inquisitor probably just does a 2 forward, or maybe just even a 1 bank. Just cover the corner. Try not to cover too much ground, just in case he does something weird.
I would even, if he wanted to play it a little more aggressively, he could potentially go take the 2 forward, right? And then barrel roll back.
He could.
Because he's not getting shot by Poe, right?
He does go fast. He goes 3.
And now he's going to barrel roll to try to get rid of the obstruction.
So he knows he's going to push.
Yeah, barrel roll back.
So maybe the thought here is he's going to try to pursue Poe from behind and say, all right, Poe can't turn around.
Yeah.
If you turn around, I'll get a shot on you.
So John's worried about the debris giving Poe more dice, but this is why I'm a little worried for John, because John's making the moves I would make.
Here's the K turn. So no regen for Poe there. He's just sitting at 2 hole now. He's going to be taking a range 1 shot from the Inquisitor.
Poe just.
This is target lock focus.
Man,
Poe has focus and auto thrusters.
Jack got that YOLO going.
Target lock. That's 3 hits. Here comes Poe. That's a dead Poe.
Oh.
That's the game.
Ladies and gentlemen, that was.
So like we said, that last turn was the game right there.
And you know what? I don't know how John knew it. I could never have seen that K turn coming. John knew it. Hey, he had to know it. Otherwise, why make that crazy move that I would make?
I mean, it happens. Both well-played games. It came down close. I know some people say, oh, John had 2 ships left, but Poe has the potential. The potential Everybody's looking at me like that was horrible. He has the potential to, with the regen, to be able to regen back up and start chipping away at these non-regenning Imperials. So we got 11 minutes left in the round. I do want to say that round 5 was brought to you by Kingwood Hobbies. Kingwood Hobbies sells new X-Wing and Destiny product as low as possible, even a penny cheaper, and the Mickey Mouse himself will be knocking on his door. Kingwood also buys and sells used products at competitive prices that Mickey Mouse can't do anything about. Kingwood Hobbies, buy and sell there. You can use the promo code that we were given by Kingwood Hobbies to get even an additional 5% off to cover part of that shipping. And that is PAX GSP in the promo code. Again, that is PAX GSP. And if you want to support our content, feel free to go to patreon.com/Gold Squadron. It's the only way I was able to make it out here. They are awesome. You get awesome swag supporting the show. And then also, you can become a Twitch Prime subscriber if you have Amazon Prime, and that costs you nothing.
Yeah.